Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Returns Outlet Simulator. Honestly, I don't really fully remember what we got into in the last episode, so we're just going to hop right back in, see where we left off, and take it from there. One thing I did do is I did turn off the background music, and I'm going to be replacing it with something a little bit more interesting and a little bit less repetitive, because that was driving me nuts watching the video. Thank you for your patience as we're trying to get this kind of going. I am new to this whole recording videos thing, but I am making progress each time I try. So, with that being said, let's get into what we're doing here. And I see we have quite a bit still on the shelves. I'm going to open this up for the day. And while we get customers rolling in, I'm going to get another pallet purchased. So let's take a look-see. You know, I'm thinking we're going to take... We do have quite a bit of audio devices from what I could tell. We could use more, so I might order it's medium pallet. Looks good to me. We'll buy that. I don't... Oh, never mind. I'm too poor to buy that. Let's try something else. That's embarrassing. Let's help this guy while... Or gal. Hello, ma'am. You. We will get you rung up and get you on your way. Enjoy your broken merchandise. You as well. Greetings. Let's get you taken care of. And lo and behold, we just got another perk point. And we now have enough money to buy the pallet that we wanted to buy. So let's just buy it and get that taken care of. And let's get this guy checked out. Might buy another shelf with this guy's money. Shelf, perfect. Get that set up. Be right with you, ma'am. Get this placed. Does this not... Okay, cool. Good enough. Getting that broken speaker. Alright. Thank you for your service. That paid. Let's get this out. And let's get this guy's $20 bill. And perfect. Get this box going. Alright, and here we have the box opened up. I'm seeing some pretty good items here. I'm liking the fact that... So, one thing I didn't say in the last game, or last episode, is buying a pallet of just new items, your earning potential's pretty low, because, you know, you're getting top dollar for it. And they're not going to send you a pallet of brand new items for you to then just turn around and, like, profit extremely from it. And so the whole gameplay loop is... Well, not the whole gameplay loop, but part of it is getting items that are slightly damaged or actually kind of broken. Like how this one's worth 46. Wow, this new one's worth 92. If I was to take this $46 one, once we get a workbench and fix it, it's going to go up to like, I don't know, I think it's like $72 per item. And the ability and like what it costs to fix it is actually pretty low. So you end up profiting quite well from repairing these broken items. We're just not at that point. And let's get this lady taken care of. Let's get some junk out of here. So yeah, that's the goal. We're trying to get to a point where we can start fixing items and start turning over an even higher profit. This is new. What is this? I know what it is. It's a headphone set, but 70. Let's make that 75. Like I'd pay 75 for that. Let's get... Is this another new... It is a new headset. All right. 49. 52. A good price. This is also new. What is this? something expensive. I love it. All right. Let's go 146. Here's a mystery box. We had these? Yeah, we did get these before. This is a moneymaker. All right. I think we're almost at the point where we could probably start dedicating some shelves just to particular items, especially in the audio world, because, oh, thank you for buying the safe. Very nice of you. I should actually be paying you. I think as we get more of this audio equipment put out, we might need dedicated shelves for it, but we'll see. Okay, we've also had this headset. Get this last box packed. Get this Donatello amp thing put over there, and let's break down this pallet. And the day is almost over. Once it's done, I think we'll take a look at our available perk and see what we can get. Thank you for your patronage, good sir. We're $194 flat. Love to see it. And that lady wanted to come in and just decided that it was not worth the effort after she walked all the way here. How nice of her. All right, let's take a look. Let's use this. Let's take a look. Manage. I'm not going to pay that yet. Let's see here. You know, I'm just going to get the tool. The shop expansions for 1,000. Or, no, we're going to buy it. And then we can start getting more things. So, see, that's 2 tiles. It's too wide. We'll try. We'll take a look. Oh, not that. Let's use that. Let's get a tall single shelf. Try that. What? I did not know I could move this. I had no idea. Well, that's crazy. What? Oh, okay. I have to move that then at some point. Interesting. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. I feel like get another... I also don't understand, other than in that niche instance, and I'll show it here real quick, of not wanting to close or cover up the closed sign. Why would you buy the double rack instead of the triple rack? I just feel like maybe it's the German in me coming out. I don't know. It just seems very inefficient. You have all this extra space up here. Why would you not use it? Unless you're going for a very specific like aesthetic that you're trying to build out, I do not see any reason to buy this ever, other than this exact circumstance. But if you have any ideas, leave a comment. Tell me. Make me feel stupid. But I don't see it. But in the meantime, we're gonna leave those racks. Oh no, we should probably move these. That's kind of bothering me that these are offset. So I'm gonna take a minute and clean this up, and then we'll come back when it's all done. All right, and we're back. So what I ended up doing was I ended up buying another shelf to put back here in the back room / storage room, where if I have any overflow for whatever reason, I'm gonna put it back here. I have not given everything its own shelf, but we did open up some space, and as we expand out this way, we'll be able to maybe put some things in the middle and build out. But I'm kind of keeping these as general random items over here. These ones are getting a little bit more specific. I have my cheap electronics or random doodads there. Playing cards, I don't know why the toaster's there. Let's move the toaster yonder. And then over here is the audio equipment for now. We're definitely going to have to move audio equipment from this location, but for what we have and what our purposes are, we're doing pretty good. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next day and see what is coming to us. Let's go ahead and open up. Let's see if there's any good cheap pallets. Not really. I might... Ooh. Dangerous. I think we're gonna not buy a pallet. We're gonna get this mystery one once we get some sales in. So we're just gonna hang out, handle customers today, and we'll get that mystery pallet as soon as we can. Okay, and we are back again. We have more than enough to buy that pallet. We also got another perk point during that time, so let's take a look and see what we have available. I think I'm going to buy the perk for the workshop. Even though we can't afford the workshop now, getting that up and running is definitely going to accelerate our business. And then I'm going to... You know what? I might actually say, nah, let's view it. You know, I'm going to try to see if I can buy this at the end of today. We're going to see. Probably can't, now that I'm thinking about it more, so... We're gonna make another $1,000 by the end of today. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but we'll see. We got people coming in. I think we'll roll the dice. So it is interesting seeing like what doesn't sell. Like no one's really buying these damaged dinosaurs, except for occasionally. And like this kind of like cheap slop, I get why no one wants to buy it. Like, would you actually ever buy a $1.50 mouse? Like, you're just accepting that it's like not going to work. I don't get it, but I just work. Well, I don't just work here. I own the place, but it does baffle me that I get it's a game, not real life. But if I walked in this store and someone was selling a absolutely destroyed mouse for $1.50, I would also just be buying it for the meme. Be like, yeah, I bought a $1.50 mouse and like make a video out of it or something. You know, we actually might be able to buy that pallet if we get another customer or two in here. Our shelves are getting a little thin, which is not ideal. But if we can get this pallet, get some good stuff off of it, then it'll definitely make up for that. Just hound this lady a little bit. Yeah, buy that $1.50 mouse. So I was just trash talking anybody who would ever buy one. You know what, ma'am? You're special. You're smart. You know exactly what you're doing. Thank you for buying my products. Here's your change. Now leave. By Jove, you can buy it. We're absolutely bankrupt. This is a gamble. It's a very small box. I'm sure there's something really good in it. Sure. You get 40 cents. You're welcome. I'm actually surprised that let me do that. Most games are like, hey, you're trying to give this person too much money back. The fact that I was able to give her an extra 40 cents is kind of crazy. Give me your change. I want to go look at my pallet, sir. So please get out of my store. Thank you. What we got here? Scanner. Keyboards are usually pretty cheap. I mean, that's 16, sure. We got some razors. We got these holy guacamoles. We got a flamingo swimming ring, a whopping $12. I'm just gonna keep that at $12. This photo lens, though, that's nice. I think it's damaged, which is sub-ideal. But this is something that we could make a fortune off if we could fix, but I don't think we're going to be able to fix it in time. Well, we don't even have the workshop. The workshop costs, I think, like 10,000. Well, let's look at how expensive the workshop is before I just spitball. Shop equipment. Oh, only 1,200. I might hold on to those. See if I can fix them up. Because if I can sell this for it's closer to its retail price, because I could probably list this for 820, say 830. How about 840? I think that's fair. So it went from 780 to 840. That's pretty good. And then let's accept the price. But I can only sell it for 420 in its current condition. So that's a huge price drop. Ooh, and phones? I think these are new. Let's go 400 for that. No, that's too cheap. 430? Let's go 430. People buy that. You know, some of these are new, some of them are damaged. I think we're sitting pretty on that. I'll hold on to this one just to see if we can fix it. Got these holy guacamole sets. We're gonna put those out. That's good. Get this keyboard out of here. Goes in the cheap slop counter. Swimming goggles. Goes up to the other two. Razors. Always like razors. For some reason I have always liked these as a product. Not like IRL. I mean, IRL I like razors, but like for selling them, fixing them is kind of a pain in the butt. But you know, I don't know, something that small for that price, pretty nice. I think the real meat of this is going to be in these boxes. So let's see what we got. Not something I wanted. Let's see, it's a keyboard for $5. Not really worth the price, honestly. These are things that once we get the workbench, I would just scrap for parts. I think they're more useful being able to fix something else that's worth like 10 to 100 times more. Same with these mice, typically. Yeah, I mean, 16. Can I do 18? Yeah, let's do 16. And let's get into another box. More keyboards. I got a perk out of it, at least. So far, other than those lenses and those few phones, I think we've pretty much got our money back with those, but we're just getting kind of cheap slop out of this for now. That kind of sucks. But we haven't gotten all the boxes processed, so we may still have some luck coming our way. Nope. Pen drives, sure. $3 counts. Consoles and accessories. Writer, that's good. List that for, can I get away with 90? No. 84. 86. Sure. Structure sets, 30. How about 32? Sure. $2 per package. Slap them down there. More smartphones. All right, I think we're sitting on some money now. It's exactly what we needed. That's good. That actually made this much better. I'm gonna put these here, hoping I can fix them once we get in that workshop. And let's break this down and end the day, and we'll do one more day, and then we'll call this the episode. Somehow lost money. Cool. While we wait for our next customer, let's take a look. Got another perk point. I'm gonna get the paper bin, I think. And we'll get the recycling bin, because once we start breaking things down, it starts getting quite... What? Did I misread? Paper bin. Paper bin will be available in the oh, I have to buy it. So we get this workshop up. We're definitely gonna be cranking out money. So then we can actually get the C-class pallets, which are completely destroyed items, and fixing those up from like bottom of the barrel scrap to functioning refurbished is where the real money's made, especially for the bigger ticket items. Getting this thing turned from $420 to probably like 700 something for putting a wire in it is pretty crazy. We still haven't got any tools. Yeah, that lady just reminded me. We'll have to open up a tool section here in a little bit. All right, and we have managed to get enough money to, if I wasn't incompetent, buy the workbench. So let's get that bought and see if this is the right orientation. I have no items. Cool. Let's see what this takes to repair. It just needs a circuit. Easy money. Let me take a look at some of these keyboards and mice and see if we can gut them. Yep. Cool. Break that down, and as you can see, we now have a bunch of waste that we have to get rid of. And we'll be able to get bins for these, which will like automatically do that for me, but we have to do it by hand for now. All right, let's fix these up. So that's gonna go to 672. So for destroying a $16 mouse, we just made an extra, effectively $250. That's a fair trade. I don't even know if we can get any items from these, to be honest. Yeah, we're not fixing that. That's crazy. See, guy just bought one. He's made bank. And we got a perk. How convenient. All right. Let's take a look at that. And I'm going to get the recycling bins, because as much as I like throwing bags into dumpsters, buying something where it just automatically deletes it is a lot better to me. I'm sorry. But what happens is, with these bins being near the workbench, they'll be connected. And as I break things down, they just automatically get converted into XP. And even at some point, like money for like selling the recycled material. So that's going to keep a lot of effort off of my plate of having to toss things. I just eat things as needed. Let's see if I can fix these phones. Nope. Probably not at all. Actually, they're probably... Oh, perfect. Shelf. That's refurbished. What's the price difference? That was like an extra $100 for destroying, again, random mouse that was worth like nothing. So I personally just grind these things, and no, that's not worth anything at all. Just gonna tear that out and recycle that. That was a good shot. And I think in terms of what we're doing today, we've reached the end. What I'm thinking, I won't cash a check for next episode, but we're definitely going to have to start getting some tools going, get some more audio equipment, more of everything. We're actually pretty thin. And I'm hoping maybe unlock employees. Where are our employees? I doubt we'll be able to get employees next episode, but definitely maybe get self-checkout going, and that would free me up from having to deal with customers, and I can just focus on moving inventory. But until then, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this, kept it in the background, actively watched. Doesn't really matter. I appreciate you being here regardless, and I will catch you on the next one.